I'm going to give you the ultimate guide to 99 nights in the forest, even if you're a complete beginner. We'll cover the most important tips and tricks, hidden features, and everything you need to survive all 99 nights. Make sure to like and subscribe before we start, or the deer might start chasing you in your dreams. And trust me, it doesn't take nights off. First, it's most important to get to the level 3 campfire, and the best way to do that is, when you first spawn in, look for coal on the map. There is always one coal at the first circle. Just get the coal and chop down one tree. And when you put one coal and one log in the fire, you already expanded to level 2 and the map has grown bigger. Now just chop down some more trees to level it up to level 3, and when you get saplings from the tree, just replant them instantly. And just like that, you've upgraded the fire to level 3. Now let's go to the missing kid location board and check the location for the dino kid. It says it's 300 meters in that direction, so let's head over there while looting the houses along the way and hoping for a weapon of any sort. And always take the chairs, and I'll quickly show you why they're important. In those houses, there is always going to be one wolf, so just take your axe out and pet him with it. You can also do this trick where you control lock your character and just run to the left, so you're always behind the wolf. That way you can put him down without taking any damage. Always refuel with the raw meat if your sack is full or it's early in the game, as it barely takes your health away. And always find the chest that is hidden in those houses. Oh, and we got the flashlight. Maybe the worst drop out of a chest, but okay, it's going to help us scare off the deer. Since we didn't find any weapons, just go back to the base with everything. And if you have a full sack, you can always pick up an item and carry it just like this. Drop everything on the floor, and now look, this is why chairs are so good. If you drop them in the shredder, each chair will give you 5 wood, which is super good for early game. When the first night comes, don't worry, you're safe to loot as the deer won't attack you on the first night. Let's go! We got the good axe, which is going to help us chop the trees down in only 5 hits. And finally, let's go, we got the spear, our first weapon, which is going to help us save the first kid. If you want to bring more items back to base, you can just throw them like this across the map. And just like that, we throw all the loot we got overnight and made it to level 4 campfire. On the second day, the pelt trader is going to arrive. For the first item, he's looking for a bunny foot. So let's hunt down some rabbits to get their feet. They won't drop it every time, so just keep killing bunnies until they do. And here we go, we got the bunny foot. Now just bring it back to the pelt trader so we can get some better items. We can see 3 items: a good axe, an old flashlight, and a good sack. Since we already have the good axe and old flashlight, let's take the good sack. But even if we didn't have those two, it's still the best to take the good sack as the first item, because now we have 15 slots in our sack, so it's much easier to go and loot around the map. Also, on the second night, you're safe from the deer, so just loot up more fuel items, scrap, and maybe some weapons. When you get the fire to level 4 or above, just put all the items in the shredder. Trees are used to craft items, so it's only good to put fuel items into the fire. With the items we looted overnight, let's craft ourselves a level 2 crafting bench, a regular bed which increases the day counter by +1, and an old bed which also increases it by +1 day. Let's also craft a map and sundial. Now the items you craft always go into your inventory, so don't forget to place them all down. Okay, so let's place everything. Now we can see the sundial shows a timer for how long the day and night last on the top right corner. And if you open the map, it's also going to be useful for looting because it shows the gray areas that haven't been looted, so we don't run into the same places. Now finally, let's go and save our first kid. You'll find a den with wolves that have red colors around their necks, and we need to kill all of them to get the key to unlock the doors. The best and safest way to kill them is to trigger them one by one, so they attack you one by one. Then you can just use the same method with your spear or axe. Control lock your character and just run up behind the wolf and hit him. And the last wolf is going to drop the red key. Just take it and put it in the lock, which will then unlock the doors. And kid, we're finally coming to get you. So let's sack up the kid. There are 2 ways of doing it. You can hold E to put him in a sack, or you can just get your sack out and press F to sack him instantly. Also, there's always going to be one chest down here somewhere, so just open it up. While heading back to the base, always sack the food that the wolves dropped. Food is super important in the early game when you're running a lot. And here we go, on the third night, the aliens are going to drop on the map, but we'll talk about them in a bit. Don't be like me, get the kid home before the day comes. That way, instead of a 3-day multiplier, you'll have a 4-day multiplier. But if you don't care about speedrunning, you can just loot throughout the night, as during the early nights, the deer won't attack you. Make sure you unsack the kid. He'll place a tent and he'll say, "Missing child has been rescued." Now let's check where the next kid is. This one is called the Kraken Kid. We can see it's located 700 meters in that direction, so now if you have campfire level 4 or above, which expands the map enough, you can go ahead and save the second child. By this time, you should find yourself a gun as well, because these wolves are a bit stronger than the normal wolves. They can kill you much easier if you're using melee weapons. They're called alpha wolves and have blue colors around their necks. You can bait them out one by one and kill them to get the blue key, which unlocks the next doors. Now we can grab the Kraken Kid and head back to the base, because on night 6 our base gets raided. One more tip, when the cultists are raiding you, the deer is going to be near your campfire, so you're also free to loot up during those nights. And yeah, you can even scare him off. On the first raid, there are going to be 2 cultists, and these are really important. You'll see why in a second. You can also bait them out one by one and kill them with the melees super easily. After killing both of them, they're going to drop the cultist gem, which you need to pick up and put into the crafting machine. And here we go, now we can see that we have 1 cultist gem. And if you take a look, these are super important for later crafts like crafting bench level 4 and some endgame items. Make sure to unsack the kid. And here we go, another child has been rescued. Now there's also going to be pelt trader that wants a wolf pelt. Luckily we got it from killing all of those wolves while saving the kid, so just give him the pelt. And since we have the spear and leather armor, let's just take the ammo. But if you don't have an armor, just take the armor. After the wolf pelt, give him the alpha wolf pelt. And we can see he offers a rifle, strong flashlight and a giant sack. And the most important thing is the giant sack, because it's going to make looting so much easier. So let's just take it. And now we got 25 slots in the sack. Even more space for the kids. Or you know, chairs, lots of chairs. To get the squid kid, we're going to need to expand the fire to level 5. So just go ahead and loot up as many fuel items as you can. Oh yes, and you can use cultists as fuel as well. And here we go, after a couple of minutes of looting, we got a lot of fuel items. So let's put them into the fire, and here we go! We expanded the fire to level 5. And now we can finally go ahead and get the third child. If you look at the location on the board and you can't remember the direction, you can just craft the compass, which is then going to show you the kid's face on the compass in the direction that he's at. Next objective is to get the crafting bench level 3, and with that get the good bed, which will also speed up the day counter by 1. Okay, now let's head towards the squid kid to save him. Oh yeah, and on the way we came across the aliens, which actually cannot aim at all. These are also really great to loot, as you can find scrap items and weapons inside of the ship. And if you come across the huge diamond building, make sure to go to the front door so it actually saves on the map, as it's going to be super important later on in the video. Also, these green huts store a lot of the bullets, so loot them up. And here we go, we finally made it to where the kid is. There are going to be 2 bears guarding the door, and they have yellow colors around their necks. Now with the bears, be careful as they hit super hard, so always go for the headshots and try to fight them one by one. And you can also trap them into the spike traps like this. Just be careful, if you're learning some other mobs, just run, as it's super easy to die. Okay, after you kill the second bear, the yellow key is going to drop, which unlocks the door for the third kid. But the problem is, in some rare cases like mine here, the map is not going to be big enough with the level 5 campfire to get the third kiddo. So now, until you get level 6 campfire, just keep fighting more cultists. And yeah, kill the red cultists first. They snipe with their annoying crossbows. So just keep running in one direction, and as soon as they stop, shoot, hit them with a headshot, then start running again. That way you'll dodge the bullets. Each cultist raid gives you 1 cultist gem. Perfect! Now that you have 2 of them, you can finally upgrade the crafting bench to level 4. But we need a bit more wood. One cool trick you can do is plant the saplings all in one spot. That way, when you chop, you can hit multiple trees at once. Beautiful, we got the level 4 crafting bench. Now, our last objective is to get the giant bed, for which we need another cultist gem. One cool trick when running from the deer, make sure your flashlight is on a slot that's easy to press. I have mine on slot 5. When you're running from the deer, control lock your character, do a quick 180-degree turn and jump while flashing him, as it's much harder to do that in third person. As you probably noticed along the way, we had trouble with our food bar. So as soon as you can, buy the farm plots and crock pot so you can cook stews that fill your hunger bar by around 50%. Just put 3 food sources in the crock pot and a few seconds later you'll get a fresh hot stew that you can carry in your inventory while you raid or loot far from the base. By this time, you'll experience rain and thunder, so you'll want to craft a lightning rod for 8 scrap. Oh yes, perfect timing, I just got hit by lightning. Beautiful, just look how easy it is to chop down multiple trees. And just like that, we got ourselves the giant bed, the last and final bed. Now with the beds alone, the knights have a 4-time multiplier. The next goal is to expand the fire to level 6 so we can save the rest of the kids and get that 9-day multiplier. Just loot up the grayed out places on the map since those aren't looted yet. If you're having trouble finding fuel items like I am, you can craft the biofuel processor. It will turn logs and meat into poop-looking items that give much better fuel. Just place it facing the fire, and now if you put a log into the fire, nothing happens. But if you put it into the biofuel processor, it produces that poop-looking item. And if you put it in, it increases progress by 1%. Oh look, the strong axe! Amazing! With this axe, you can even chop down the big trees. It takes a few swings, but they drop tons of logs and saplings. For normal trees, it only takes 1 chop. It's so satisfying. After looting for quite some time, it's already day 65. Yeah, we got super unlucky with fuel items. But now, finally, we upgraded the fire to level 6, and the entire map is revealed. Finally, those kids will be rescued. Just cook some stews and go get the last 2 remaining kids. And here we go, we got the squid kid. I'm so sorry kiddo, you had to wait for so long. Fuel items really messed me up. Now for the last kid, there are going to be 5 bears with blue colors guarding the doors. Go far away and bait them out by shooting with your rifle, so they come at you one by one. Make sure to aim for the head, it takes fewer bullets to kill. One more trick, if you craft bear traps for 3 scraps each, you can place them down one after another. Just activate the trap, but make sure not to step in them. Then shoot the bears so they chase you. They'll take tons of damage stepping into the traps. Repeat for the rest. And just like that, there's our final key. Unlock the doors and rush towards the kid. He's probably thinking we forgot about him. There we go, you finally rescued the last child. And now the days will increase by 9. One more cool thing you can do when fighting cultists. If you have defense blueprints, place them like bear traps. You can bait cultists into the wires. They take tons of damage trying to get to you. They're so dumb, they don't even realize they're taking damage. You can pretty much kill them without using your weapons. Oh yes, and the kids have superpowers. When you get on their heads, you get an insane jump height boost. And just like that, you reached day 99 and got awarded 3 diamonds. Now if you want to survive 500 or even 1000 days, you'll need to build a base. But make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out where I built the craziest and most secure bases with the new crafting update that is just around the corner. But now we also need to defeat the Stronghold for 3 diamonds and raid the aliens. While entering the Stronghold, there's one trick you can do. Just poke your gun around the corner like this and you can shoot the cultists without them charging at you. Do the same thing for every level and in just a few minutes you'll defeat the Stronghold and unlock the doors. They'll have a mythic chest, scrap items and 2 cultist gems. And most importantly, a diamond chest that contains 5 diamonds, with which you can buy the classes. And you can fight the Stronghold every 20 minutes, so if you need diamonds, this is how to get them super fast. As for the aliens, there are 4 alien ships across the map. One of them will have green coloring on top, and from that one you'll be able to teleport to the mothership. But I recommend you loot all of them because there are some alien items you can get, like this ray gun I got, which has unlimited bullets that recharge. With this, it's so easy to fight off the aliens in the mothership and take over the ship quickly. Alright, let's break down all the classes so you don't waste your diamonds on the bad ones. Price doesn't always mean it's good. First up, you'll probably see the camper class for 10 diamonds and think it's a good deal. It's just not. All you get is a flashlight, which you can find easily anyway, and a tiny hunger buff, slightly better night vision, and a freeze too. Just skip it. If you want a good starter class, go for the scavenger instead. It costs a bit more, but it gives you +2 sack space right away, which is huge because looting is everything in this game. More space means you can carry way more resources. Max it out and you'll get bonus scraps from chests and open them faster too. Solid pick. Now for the 40 diamond classes, here's what's worth it and what's not. Medic, just skip it. Revives aren't limited time, so there's no point wasting diamonds unless you really love babysitting your teammates. Decorator, same thing, skip it. You just get the hammer and that's it, which you can actually craft at the crafting building. Hunter, this one's good if you like traps and hunting. You get 2 bear traps right away, slightly better pelt drops, and extra wolf pelt traits at the pelt trader. Nice perks if you want early traps. Cook, another great 40 diamond pick. You get infinite seasoning, so you get more hunger back from every piece of food. Simple and super useful for staying fed. So for 40 diamonds, stick with Cook or Hunter, just ignore Medic and Decorator. If you're looking to spend 70 diamonds, both choices are good. Depends on your style. Lumberjack, great if you like melee and gathering. You start with a good axe, and when you max it out, you get up to 3 bonus logs per tree, plus double saplings. Basically, you double your wood income. Ranger, perfect if you'd rather keep your distance. You get a revolver and 18 bullets at the start, and at max level you'll spawn with 30 bullets and have a chance to refund ammo every shot. Great for playing it safe. Now for 100 diamond options, these are actually really strong. Alien, this one's my favorite. For 100 diamonds, you get a ray gun. Probably the best gun in the game right now. Strong firepower from the start, and you don't have to stress about finding a good weapon early on. Brawler, also 100 diamonds, but a completely different style. You can't use guns with this class, only melee weapons. But you deal 30% more melee damage and get plus 20% max health. So if you love close combat, this is perfect for you. Finally, if you're spending big, the Assassin at 500 diamonds is still one of the strongest premium classes, no question. There's also Cyborg for 600 diamonds, sounds cool with the alien armor and laser cannon, but the cannon takes forever to recharge, so it's honestly not worth the price compared to the alien or assassin. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.